saying goes, you can do anything if you put your mind to it. It's the American dream. If you work hard enough, you can achieve anything you want. In the case of John Dillinger, this statement is also very true. However, instead of becoming a professional athlete or a successful businessman, John Dillinger became a bank robber. And so, some of you may be thinking, I'm not a bank robber, how does this relate to me? But it does, because everyone in here, John Dillinger had dreams and aspirations. So, you guys have dreams, I assume. So if you work really hard, you can be something just like John did, who was a bank robber. And so I'm going to start off today about telling you how he got started in his criminal life, and then I'm going to throw out some interesting stats and facts about when he was robbing banks and stealing stuff, and then I'm going to tell you how he died, or supposedly died. So, John Dillinger was born 1903 in Indiana. His mother died when he was 4 years old, and his father was loving yet abusive, and so the combination of these things is what probably led him down the wrong path. In 1933, he was 30 years old, not really able to hold a steady job. Him and a buddy went down to a grocery store, stole $50, got caught. Long story short, John goes to jail for 10 years, and whoever put him in jail might regret that, because while he was in jail, he met like other seasoned criminals and bank robbers who knew what they were doing. They're professionals at it, and they taught him everything there was to know about it. And by the time that 10 years were gone, or by the time those 10 years were up, he was just as good, if not better, than any of the other criminals in jail. So according to FBI.gov, they have a whole page designated to Dillinger. He robbed 12 banks in a year, so that's about a bank per month. A total of $300,000, and if that's in the Great Depression era, that's a lot of money now. And stole $78,000 at one time. And all the banks he robbed were somewhere in the Midwest. He didn't really go too far east or west. And my favorite fact was he was actually put in jail and escaped twice during that time. So not only, I think it was impressive that he was still able to keep it consistent with his bank per month, even though he escaped from jail twice. And so anyways, after, it was 1934 in the summer, and the FBI and the police are closing down on him and his crew, and a lot of people are getting caught, whether they're being killed or just put into custody. Dillinger needs to lay low, so he goes to Chicago. He didn't know that's where the FBI was stationed, but they were, and they were looking for him. And he actually went about like a month without getting caught, right, or without any tips. No one knew where he was until someone did give him a tip. And the lady called and said he's going to a movie theater with someone else. So he's right here at this time. So the FBI went down there. He's walking out of the theater. They see him. He sees them. He starts running. Bam, bam. They shoot him. Blood. He's dead. But author J. Robert Nash, he did a whole book on this, suggesting that it might have not have been him that they killed. There was actually someone else in the area who looked exactly like him that Dillinger could have set up, and he was also a criminal, so if you see FBI people chasing you, of course you're going to run. But when they did the autopsy, the eye color was different than Dillinger's, the height was a little taller, and even when his father came down to identify the body, he said, "That's not my boy," so who knows, maybe he's not dead. But even if he was, or even if he's not, he worked really hard. He escaped from jail, and he might have not been a really good guy, but he followed his dreams and he lived a life of passion, and that's something we can all in here aspire to do. So